I'm grade 9.
Will you
In
also
high
be
school.
applying? Okay, will you also be applying to grade 9 in the fall?
Yeah.
Okay. And what has your English education been? How have you studied English until now?
In my grade 1. Now it's for 8 years.
Mm-hmm. Have you studied English in school or did you take any extra classes? How did you study English?
In my grade 1.
Okay,
And in my
mhm.
school, we have the English class.
Okay.
And in my free time, I often read more English book and see the English movie.
Oh, that's a great way to study English.
Yeah, I love language.
And have you ever been to America?
No, I don't go to went to the America, but I very hope to go.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been to any other country that speaks English?
Yeah, I went to Singapore and Hong Kong use English.
Oh, yes, that's true. And how was it when you were traveling there? Were you able to use some English and talk to people in English there?
Yeah, I have the English speaking teacher, and in my free time, I often talk to him. And I think now English speaking is just good.
Yeah, your your conversation ability is great.
Yeah.
Now, Lynn, have you ever taken any English exam before, such as the TOEFL?
No, I don't test it,
Mm-hmm.
but my teacher used to talk to me.
Okay, so you have not taken the TOEFL. Have you ever taken the SLEP test?
Mm, I uh, I I just test the S uh SLEP.
Okay, yes, that's the SLEP test I'm talking about. And what was your score on that test?
My school it's I forgot it guys.
That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about
That's
it.
it.
Yeah, that's okay. No worries. We can figure that out later.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've never been to America, but why do you want to study here?
Because America have better education, and I think without my parents, I can to be more independent. And American education better than China because the American education is not just teacher tell the book can knowledge. American education often do some activity.
That's very
Uh,
true.
yeah, and China education just teacher just tell the book knowledge. Do don't ask a student do the activity.
Mm-hmm. So is that
So
something that you enjoy? You like to do group activities?
yeah,
Yeah, that's a great way to learn. What kind of group activities do you participate in now? Are you involved in any clubs or organization?
um, uh, I like
Sports?
language, so I like English and Chinese.
Okay. So do you do any other group activities such as sports?
Sports, yeah, of course. We have the PE class. In the PE class, we often running every day.
Mm-hmm. What other kind of sports do you like?
I like swimming, but we school don't have swimming pool, so I just swimming in my free time.
Okay. Can you tell me about your favorite subject to study in school?
Yeah, of course. I like Chinese and language and English because I like language. And my Chinese teacher and my English teacher very good for me. So I like this.
Mm-hmm. How about your least favorite subject? What do you not like?
Mm, my physics not very good, but I will try my best to do it. I I like it, but my grade is not very good. But I will try my best.
Mm-hmm. That's great. I think if you come to America and you have some other new courses that you have not studied before, it may be difficult, but that's a great attitude to have. You can just try your best.
Yeah.
Do you know what your future goals are?
Future goals.
Your future goals. Where do you want to be in the next 10 years from now?
I want to choose the California, and but I don't choose the California school because I don't know in the California which school is very bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when I say future goals, that means a little further in the future. So think about 10 years from now. Jiaxin, how old are you now?
Now I'm 16.
15. So think about when you're 25 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be an adult. You're going to be really old then. So
Yeah.
when you are 25, what do you imagine yourself to be doing?
Um.
Your dreams.
Yeah. My dream is psychologist.
Oh, you would like to be a psychologist.
Yeah, very like because I
Okay.
like reading book. Very like reading book.
Mm-hmm.
And in my free time, I want to be a script writer.
Mm-hmm. So why do you like psychology? What about psychology do you like?
In the past, I read book, and I think psychology is very belong to me, and I very like psychologists. In the past, I read some psychologist book, and the books show me some psychologist activity, and I think very interesting and useful. I can know the people how to say, and the people say what. I'm very interested in it, and I can good communicate to people.
Mm-hmm. Yes, those are very important skills to have in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you have to do to achieve your goal?
Achieve my goal.
Mm-hmm. What do you think you have to do in order to fulfill your dreams?
Mm,
If you want to become a psychologist, what do you have to do?
I think I must to know the more psychology knowledge and learn the psychology knowledge and in my growing up I can help any people.
Yes, you're gonna have to study very hard.
Yeah.
So, why do you want to help other people?
Mm, because I think to be the people to do the people you must friendly and in the past many people helped me so in my grow up I want to help people more.
That's a great reason. What is an example of some way that you helped somebody?
Mm, now in my school we school have the study group and I in the school this school is help the people's group. The students have the bad grade and I can because my school my grade is just okay so I can help the bad grade people to study and I can tell the teacher and can have a lot of exercise do these people like math exercise and get more answer to this bad grade people.
Okay, so you helped other students to study and to learn. So you
Yeah,
helped them with tutoring.
yeah,
Okay, that's great that you helped your friends to learn something that was difficult for them.
yeah,
And hopefully when you come to America, you can find some friends who will do that for you too.
yeah, of course.
So when you were thinking about what school you would like to go to in America,
Mm-hmm.
what is something that's important to you? There are
Mm-hmm.
many different kinds of schools here, and especially location. There's the East Coast and the West Coast. Um, and there's also school size. We have large schools and smaller schools. We have schools that offer math and very strong math and science programs, or schools that offer strong sports teams and lots of activities. So, those are just some examples, but what is something that's important to you when you think about your dream high school?
Mm, I think my dream high school must have the good teacher and the good knowledge about psychology or language. I think my dream school must have um, the big library.
A big library?
Yeah, library.
Oh, that's great. You're going to be reading a lot of books then. Okay, that's wonderful. I'll definitely try to find a school with a beautiful library for you to spend your time in. Okay, so we're going to move on to the second part of the interview. And that means you can open up the attachment that I emailed to you, which is the English proficiency test.
In the email, I see the start today. How we check it?
Um, if you check the test that I emailed to you,
Mm-hmm.
the English proficiency test, did you open it up?
Yeah, I open it. I open it.
Okay,
I see
so,
it.
so if you see on this test,
Mm-hmm.
there are 5 parts to the test. The first part is reading comprehension, and you will do that on your own after our interview.
Mm-hmm.
And part 2 is sentence structure. You will also do that part on your own after this interview.
Mm-hmm.
Now, part 3 is listening section, and part 4 is the speaking section. Those 2 parts you and I will do together now. The final part is the writing section. That part you will also do afterwards because so parts 2, 3, and 4 we can do that together so I can see your reading ability and your speaking ability. The other parts, it's more of your writing ability, so you can do that afterwards, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so if you go to page 4, let's go to the listening section, part 3 listening section.
Sorry, it is on the ADMISIONS.
Yes.
I choose the important dates or student application,
Um,
or I just choose it.
if you open up the PDF, then it should, if you open up the document, you can go right to page 4.
Page 4.
Are you having trouble?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see the Did you open the document or did you not open the document yet?
No, I don't open this because my interview is not good.
Okay, so you did not receive it on your email?
No, I open my email and I see, but when I open the page 4, my interview don't work.
Oh, your internet doesn't work. Okay. That's okay. You know what? We can try a different option.
Yeah.
So, what we can do is actually do a reading passage together. And I am going to ask you to read a passage out loud, and then you can answer a couple questions about it afterwards. So, if you look in our Skype chat box,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send you a reading passage, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, do you see that passage there?
Mm, there. Yes. Yeah, I see.
Okay. Can you read the passage out loud so I can hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack London story. Call of the world. Tale of Bat, a dog stolen from California who is taken to ASCII during the clunky clunk
Klondike.
got rich in the late 1819. Bat become a slug dog, part of our team, the train sports, cycling, and the people, though the harsh winter. It was inevitable that the cloud for landship should come back with it. He wanted it because it was his nature, because he had been greatly by the nameless, uh, incorp- info, peaceful, praise of the trail and the tail and the trace. The page which helps go down in the tail to the last graph, which leads them to die to full uh, J, fully in the harness and breaks their hairs if they are cut off the harness. That's what praise of die. As for dog, for some lies as he put with all his strength, the praise that let hold of them at break of cape. Try for meaning. This from soul and the sullen breeze into starring. Agile, ambitious creatures. The creator support them on all day and drove them at pitch of camp at night, letting them fall by into gloom. Use and discard. This was the praise that brought up speeds and made him thought dog who brush and shakes in the trees or hid away at harness up time in the morning. Likewise, it was a praise that made him feel back as a possible let go, and this was bad praise too.
Okay, good job. Now,
Mhm.
how do you feel about that passage? Did you understand everything that you read?
I just know it tells the dog.
Okay,
And
what do you
and
think
the dog in the California.
what do you think is the main idea of this passage then?
Mm, um, I see. I think if you is something you must brave.
You must be brave.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that's a great idea. The story talks about these dogs who work so hard, and
Yeah.
what keeps them going is their strong pride. So yes, they're very courageous and they're very proud of their work. So
Yeah.
and it seems like there were some words here that were difficult for you to read. Did you understand most of the meanings of these words, or how was the vocabulary level here for you?
Mm, I just little to understand this passage, and
Okay.
I just know I don't I just know the last
Mm-hmm.
and to get the main idea.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Don't worry about it. This is not a test. It's just a way for me to know your level of understanding and level of vocabulary. So, this passage is from a book called Call of the Wild by Jack London, which is in the reading level for the ninth grade. So, that means when you come to American high school, you will be reading stories and books like this for school in class. Yeah, so that means that you're going to have to be able to understand everything. So if this
Yeah.
is difficult for you now, it may be more difficult for you when you come and you have to go to class.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that before you come here in the fall, you need to read more books and study some more vocabulary. Yeah, but you did a great job. There were some very new words here for you, right? Words that you never saw before.
Mm, no, it's a very new word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're new words. So when you see a new word, you do a good job of trying your best to pronounce it correctly. So that's really good. You can keep up that good work there. So
Yeah.
yeah, so before you come in the fall, you have a whole another 7 months away. So from now until then, you can study really hard to improve your reading comprehension. But your speaking ability is great.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can figure out how to open up the attachment that I sent you, then you can finish the rest of that test and send it back to me. But if not, that's okay. Um, but if you have any questions for me, you can ask me, or we can end the interview now because that concludes our interview.
Okay. Mm, I have the problem is when I choose school and how I choose school.
Okay, so basically, once I find out your SLEP score, your score that you received on the SLEP test, that will let me know which schools you can qualify for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to find out your score, and then I can find some schools for you that
Mm-hmm.
you will meet the requirements and also that I think would be a good fit for you. I think you would do very well in a school with lots of, like you said, great teachers who are very
Yeah.
intelligent and will be warm and very loving to you so that you can learn very easily and smoothly with your friends, with your new
Yeah.
friends in school. And I want a school for you that has a great reading program and a large library and
Yeah.
and a great language program too. So I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to find some schools like this for you and then I'll send it to your agent and your agent will help you and your parents to choose the right ones to apply to.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Lynn. Well, thank you so much for your time and you did a great job today, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye, Lynn.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.